Those teams that don't have cards, please come and grab them. We're over here. So every team needs 2 cards. And then everyone gather into the middle with Mr. Connor. You should all know him from the Junior Paraders competition. Gather in the centre of the ring with Mr. Connor, and then we will send the first group, which will be the Heifers. So we'll have 4 Charbray Heifers going around. Have all teams got 2 cards? Everybody gather in the middle with Mr. Connor, please, so we can start sending cattle around the outside. Teams, you actually need to huddle in the middle. There is too many of you and we need to send the cattle safely around the outside. You'll be able to spread out shortly. Nominate 1 member from each team to be on the outside if you need to. Come up with a strategy. Teams, please don't panic. We will give you ample opportunity to have a look at these. We know there is a lot of you.
They're all PTIC, versus 17, 18 and a 19.
Okay, so listen up, students. So number 1 is 17 months old, preg tested in calf. Number 2, also 17 months old, preg tested in calf. Number 3 is 18 months old, PTIC, and number 4 is 19 months old, PTIC. So students, the white heifer that's already gone round is number 1. The next heifer that I think it's young Samuel's got is number 3. The cream heifer is 2, just to keep you on your toes. And the gold heifer at the back is number 4. Guys, can you all just please take 3 steps backwards? Thank you. So they're just popping them in order now. So white heifer up the front's number 1, and then you've got 2, 3, 4. Everyone take 3 steps out, please. Students, you have 2 minutes, so please make sure you put your placings. Remember they're numbered 1, 2, 3, 4 from the front here at the white one, and make sure you're writing your first, second, third, fourth. If you finish, you can start handing your cards in over here to the gentleman in the red and white shirt. Make sure all your student names for each team are written on the back of your card, please. All student names must be on the back of the card. Time is up. If you haven't handed your card in for the Heifer class, please do. Over here to the gentleman in the red and white shirt. Please make sure all your student names are on the back of the card. Students, all gather back in the centre of the ring, please, with Mr. Connor. All students back to the centre of the ring. The bulls will be coming in now. So you'll be judging a bull class. Same again, please make sure names are on the back of the cards. There's a lot of cards that were coming in with no names on the back. As the bulls come into the ring, I will read out their weights, their EMA and their fat scores and their ages. So please take note of them. I don't want you going right up to the bulls, please, getting it off their cards. Please write it down or remember it. Guys, please gather into the centre as much as possible. Give these bulls the room they need, at least to first get the first lap underway. So the first Charbray bull that's come in, number 1, has a P8. So it'll be P8 and then rib, so 6 and 7, EMA of 120. He's 792 kilograms and he's 16 months old. Number 2, P8 rib of 8 and 6, EMA of 111, 676 kilos, 17 months old. Number 3, P8 and rib of 7 and 5, EMA of 125, 794 kilos, 18 months old. Number 4, P8 and rib of 7 and 5, EMA of 113, 716 kilos and 20 months old. Students, pull up, pull up, pull up. Please stay where you were, spread back out. We'll bring them up the centre again so everyone gets a chance. They'll go round and they'll come up the centre. Please stay where you are. Can you keep going round? So we've gone the opposite direction this time just to keep you on your toes. Just pull up there, pull up. Guys, just spread them out. Can you just do Okay, kids, please take 3 steps back. We just got to turn this one bull around. So students, just be aware they have come in from the opposite direction this time. So number 1 is at the, I hope you know your northeast, southwest, but the northern end of the ring. The direction that 3 of them are facing. Number 1 is at the lead. So teams, you have 4 minutes. All right, students, if you can please start handing your cards in if you haven't already. All right, students, well done on getting all your placings done, and thank you for listening to the instructions. There is a lot of you out here to have in one ring with 4 animals to look at, so I commend you on listening and having a go, and everyone just being very mindful of each other. So that was fantastic, thank you. So obviously there's a lot of calculating going on behind the scenes to do all the scoring with the place getting. For those of you who aren't familiar with junior judging competitions, the students place their the animals in the order that they believe. Obviously this is made a little more complex because they're working within a team within their school, so they've all got to agree on the placings. It's a lot easier to do when it's just you and your opinion, but they've got to come to an agreement on the placings and why. The top 10 groups will go ahead to speak, and they will nominate one person from their team of 4 to do the speaking on their behalf. So it's quite a job and a task, and it's a lot that's put onto that one person. And I congratulate you ahead of time for just all having a go, and for working together and then getting up and speaking on behalf of your teammates. So as you can see, this is the order that I've placed the heifers, and I'll speak to them while they're going through and doing the tallies on the bull class. Those 2 placings will then get combined from the bull class and the heifer class, and the points from that. And then the top 10 teams will get announced, and you'll get to speak, and then you'll be judged on your speaking component. So the Charbray heifer that I've placed in first place, I just believe she's the most complete package that we've got out here today. She's a lovely, sweet female, got beautiful laid-in shoulders that we want to see for that calving ease when a calf, when her progeny, when it's time for it to come through. She moves really beautifully around the ring. She's just lovely and square. She's got fantastic width, beautiful teat placement, and she's a heifer that I would absolutely love to have in our herd, and you'd love to have a couple of hundred of those. She's got amazing width across that top line without ending up heavy and bulky, and she's just to be commended. The little heifer that I placed in second place, she's a bit of a different style of heifer, but she was the youngest in the class, and she's a very tidy animal. She's got a really lovely muscle pattern. She's probably just not carrying the condition of the heifer that I've put up in front, and doesn't probably have the bone and the weight that the heifer above her would. But she's just a really tidy, even animal, and moves really beautifully around the ring, has nice teat placement, and she's just got that overall capacity that we're aiming for in our stock. She'll go out and she'll be an animal that you'll never have to worry about. She's going to get around the paddock, she's going to be one of your tough animals that you just won't need to bother about with anything. The animal that I've placed, the heifer that I've placed into third place, she's a bit of a different style to the 2 that are above her. As you can see, I've gone for that little bit more sort of compact together animal. She's got a little bit more leg underneath her, a bit growier sort of heifer. She's a beautiful long animal, and she's got those lovely laid-in shoulders and that beautiful wedge shape that we're chasing in our females, but it's still going to go through to produce amazing bulls where we've got that carcass capacity. She's got a lovely muscle pattern and plenty of doing ability. Probably the thing that just let her down a little bit here today was just the style and nature of the teat placement and her udder. And but the heifer that is in fourth place, again, a little bit of a different style of animal. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this heifer. I'd be happy to take all 4 of these animals home, and they'd slot into my herd beautifully. And you just wouldn't look back using any of these 4 animals. She probably just doesn't carry herself as well as the 3 animals above her, and hasn't got that width across the pelvis that we need in our females to make sure that we're going to have that ease of calving and we never have to, worry about them. Just slightly, a little bit narrower sort of across that top line, and it just carries down through that spring of rib there, which is going to obviously pass through to bull progeny. I think some of it too, though, is probably in preparation, and we've got to always take that into consideration as well. But it just, on the day here today, makes it look like that slightly a little bit more, has a little bit more leg underneath her, and that's what's put her down in fourth place here today. So I hope that's given you guys all something to have a little think about and mull about, and I know you'll now all be wondering about your positions and scores, but we'll shortly move on to the bulls once we've got those scores in place. They'll come back out into the ring. We'll let the heifers go now. Thank you very much to our paraders and exhibitors. Can you all please give them a round of applause? Students, thank you for your patience. They are still collating the scores so that we can pick out the top 10 that will speak. We have got 50 teams that have competed today, which is just phenomenal to see. Obviously, these students are the future of the beef industry, and it's amazing to see these programs that are happening within the schools. And for that, I congratulate all the teachers that are involved, as well as the parents who are the ones who are doing the miles, getting the kids to the shows and giving them the opportunities to then turn up here at something like Beef Australia and compete. And it's fantastic to see that we've got nearly 200 students that have competed here today representing their schools. So congratulations to all of you from me. And I'm going to get Mr. Matt Welsh to just say a few words about the Charbray Society sponsoring this event. You're going to fill some time.
Thanks. You might want to go back over here. Thanks, Sheree. Yeah, of course, I want to reiterate what our President Glenn said earlier. The Charbray Society has had a long association with the school teams judging, something that we think is pretty vital. And when we all step into the judging ring for the first time, it's good to be doing with a team of mates. So, good to see a bit of banter going on between the teams and that here with all their placings and stuff like that. So, yeah, certainly, as I said earlier, we relish any opportunity to get our cattle out in front of the public, and that's what everyone who's putting the effort in. I think you only got to go and look through the sheds and see the effort that's gone into, especially some of the sites around, some of the displays in the sheds, and yeah, it is Beef Australia, it's Beef 24, and we're all about beef. So it's certainly a great example on what. So yeah, so the job was, I can't sing, I can't do much, I can talk a lot, I do it even more over a bar, but Sheree said to while they're tallying up here, I think we can we move those bulls back into the ring? And I promise I won't take your job, Sheree, I'm not going to start commenting on the bulls, but yeah, once again, a big congratulations to the families and that parents of these students that are all out here having a go. It's a big effort, and as I said earlier, a lot of students come from a beef enterprise background, but a lot don't. So, and we always say when you look at your cattle and judging around, that, you know, we're writing notes madly and stuff like that, but we've got cattle coming around here, and you can make your notes on the cattle as they come, and that's Pinton from one of our major stud masters in the breed, standing over there, has been leading cattle around here. Does a great job in promoting. It's Trevor Ford over there. He's always saying to his kids, I've heard him a few times, you've got to make your notes on the cattle and keep going. But I always say draft them up like you do at home. There wouldn't be a student out here that hasn't told their old fellow what they think of the cattle at home, and they can do it willingly. So we're going to hear from 10 teams, I think Sheree said, getting out here to talk a little bit about what they saw, and there's certainly an exciting prospect. Look forward to hearing them. So well done to all the students, well done to the parents, well done to the ag teachers and yeah, the beef coaches and that from the respective schools. It's a big effort, and it's certainly appreciated as much as we appreciate being able to bring the cattle out here and show you. So thank you very much.
Okay, so we're going to announce we've actually got 11 teams because we've got a couple of ties so far. So the colleges and schools that I call out will be speaking, so make sure you've got your one member that you know will be speaking, but you will all come up and support your team member that will be speaking on your behalf. You're obviously speaking on the ball class that's out in front of you, and I will speak at the end. So the schools that will be speaking, please just stay in the stands and remember which order you're in and who you're going to follow so that you can come down towards the end of the stand and be ready. You'll be speaking up here out the front of this tent. So Downlands College 1, Downlands College 2, Theodore State School 2, Maclean High School 1, Proston State High School 1, Scott's PGC 1, Nudgee College 1, Merrindale, and we are not sure what your school actually is, so if you can please let us know when you come up, from Gympie 1, Calrossie Anglican School 2, Nudgee College 2, Bundaberg Christian College, which one? Just one? Bundaberg Christian College 1. So those are the teams that will be speaking. So if we can please have Downlands College 1 to come down and we'll get the speaking underway.
Where are you planning to...
Can we please have a representative from Merrindale at Gympie? Either Tarranwell, Georgia Campbell, Hannah Miller, Jess Rowley. Can one of you please come to the tent? We just need to clarify who you are. So the confusion with who was nominated, it's Kalen District State School. There is no Gympie team speaking. So Kalen District State School. So just for the audience, before we get underway, this is being live streamed, so we're going to head out into the centre of the ring in a minute. But the way that the students are judged, obviously there's accumulation of points, so out of 50 for each of the classes that they've already judged, and that's just to do with placings and the splits that I put on the placings. So how far apart I think basically the animals should be placed, with the differences and the justification of why I've put them in that position. And the students have to actually justify, we got one down, students have to actually justify why they have placed them there. So now what we move on to do is judge them on There's a small portion for dress and presentation to make sure they're showing up all sparkly for us. Accuracy of observation, there is 30 points that go towards that, and then speaking ability, there's another 30 points towards that. So just so that everyone's aware of how this is actually judged. So we now have Downlands College 1. Come out this way, guys. Who will be speaking? And we'll have Georgia Lynch speaking and representing her school.
Before I place my comments on this fine line of Charbray bulls, I'd just like to thank the Overjudge, Beef Australia, and anyone else who's made this day possible. So today, me and my team have decided on the order of 3, 1, 2, and 4. It was really close between first and second here today, but Bull 3 has it on top just because of his structural correctness and capacity. As this bull came into the ring, he carried himself beautifully and he's standing on that good strong bone. And he also had the highest EMA in this class, which is going to offer you the best yielding ability in your offspring. The bull that I've got in second here today is bull number 1. Still a beautiful bull. He's got that good muscling and capacity about him, that strength over his top line, but it's pretty much just his age that's got him under this bull, and just the quality of the bull up in first. The bull in third here today is bull number 2. He is the smallest in the class. I'd just like to see a little bit more growth on him, but he's still a beautiful bull, and just the quality of the bulls above him. And the bull in fourth here today is bull number 4. He's the oldest in the class, but I just felt that the capacity and the quality of these younger bulls above him has put him in this position today. But overall, these bulls are all a real credit to their breeders. Thank you very much.
Well done. Thanks, Downlands College number 1 team. And that will bring to the microphone, while our judges adjudicating here, Downlands College number 2 team. Okay, the next team to talk following Downlands College number 2 will be Theodore State School number 2. Followed by Maclean High School number 1. Okay, so we want to go out. Do you need to address it? You got it out here. We're live streaming.
Can I walk around?
Yeah, you can walk around.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Just jump back.
Stand in the line. Closer. A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Hamish Jarek and I'm out here representing Downlands College today. Before I place my comments on this lineup of Charbray bulls, I'd like to thank Beef Australia, the breeders and exhibitors, and our over-judge, Cherie Gooding, for her time. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I place this order of Charbray bulls in the order of 3, 1, 2 and 4. My team here and I decided that the bull up on top, bull number 3, was a clear winner of the class. We admired his length of body, his strength of spine and muscle expression over that hind quarter. He stood up on great feet with a lot of leg under him. He had tremendous sire appeal. He was a lovely balanced bull with a lot of capacity and volume and tremendous shoulder set on him. So that's why he's up in top today. My team and I put the next bull number 1, down in second today. Once again, a very tremendous bull, as he has a lovely long head on him, strength over that spine, stands up on great bone. He's lovely, got tremendous spring of rib to him. He's lovely and long with a lot of thicknesses and softness to him. So that's why he's up in second today. We compare this down to the bull in third place, bull number 2. To us, this bull just didn't quite have that length of body that the bulls up on top did today, so that's why he's in third place. But we admired this bull for his shoulder set, strength of spine, capacity and volume. The team and I decided the bull in fourth today was bull number 4. We admired this bull's presence, but we just were concerned about his longevity, as his rear hock set was not up to standard of the other bulls. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Well done, Hamish. That brings to the microphone now our third team, Theodore State School number 2, which will be followed by our fourth team to speak, Macleay High School number 1. Okay, we have India speaking here from the Theodore State School.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen and fellow competitors. On behalf of Theodore State School, we would like to thank Beef Australia for including the next generation by giving us this wonderful opportunity to be involved and gain experience in this rural industry. When judging these bulls, we were looking for a bull that is structurally correct, has that strong masculine head, good even testicles, and is thick and soft. Features would take your stud where you want to be. Therefore we chose bull number 3 in first place. He has good bone, good depth, structurally sound, and good even testicles, as well as the highest EMA. The bull we have placed in second place is bull number 1. He has even testicles, good length, and structurally correct, but he didn't have as much bone as the bulls above him had. The bull we had put in third place is bull number 2. He has good bone and structurally correct, but didn't have the length or size for age as the bulls above him have. The bull we have put in fourth place is bull number 4. He has a lot of good qualities, but has unfortunately been outshone today. To finish off our judging, we would like to thank the overjudge for your time today. Thank you.
Thank you to Theodore State School 2 team. That brings to the microphone Macleay High School number 1. You can be the talking? Yeah. What's your name, Rachel?
Indiana Woods.
Indiana. And that brings Indiana, who'll be the speaking for Macleay High School.
Thank you. Yep. Good afternoon, everyone. My name's Indiana Woods, and today I'm here with my team, Chelsea Goldie, Lara Spears, and Tully Naylor. Before I begin, I'd just like to thank the Overjudge and the Australia Beef Society. Today I placed these bulls in 3, 1, 2, 4. I'd just like to ask the handlers if you could move it into that order, please. No? Okay, that's okay. Today I placed bull number 3 in first, as he was just overall a structurally correct bull. He had that nice, good tracking around the ring. He had great testicular development and was long in the back end. I believe that this bull would be great to breed from, as he was just structurally correct. Today I placed the first bull in second place, as he had a nice tidy sheath. He had great testicular development, had nice even muscle coverage, and had a great sirey head. Today I placed second in third, as he tracked around the ring well. He had great testicular development. He was nice and square and he was tidy underneath. Today, fourth was in fourth place, as although he was just as good as the bulls above him, he just wasn't what I was looking for today. He was great, tidy underneath. He was a bit older than the others and wasn't as muscular, which is the reason he just placed below the rest of them. Thank you. That was so bad.
Indy, you said that on the microphone. I don't care.
Thanks, Indiana. That brings to the school team number 5. We've got Proston High School number 1 team, who'll be followed by Scott's PGC number 1 team. Okay, we have Bailey Williams speaking here now for the Proston High School.
Before I place my judge on these fine line of bulls, I'd like to thank the Beef Australia Beef, the overjudge, and anyone else that could make this day possible. Today we place them as 1, 3, 2, 4. Today when I'm judging bulls, we all look for a bull that will go in, day out, nice structural bone, just to produce those nice calves that you'd like to have in your herd. And this was number 1 for us today. He had that nice good stance, nice bone, nice strong top line, had that muscle pattern that you need. And today in the second, we had number 3. Another good, strong, wealthy bull, nice testicular development, nice, really muscular, nice top line, really structural also. Today we had in third, number 2. Another lovely bull, nice structural muscle patterning. The only thing that let him down was probably the muscle pattern that he lacked from the top 2. Today in fourth we had number 4, just another nice wealthy bull, the oldest bull in the group. Had a nice top line, but just lacked in the testicular development and the tracking ability as the ones above him. Nothing taken away from this bull. Another lovely bull. Thank you.
Thank you, Bailey. Now that brings to the microphone Scott's PGC number 1 team, be followed by Nudgee College number 1 team. What's your name, buddy? What's your name?
Ben Carey.
And we have Ben Carey taking up the microphone for the Scott's PGC number 1 team.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ben Carey, and today I'm proudly representing Scott's PGC College Warwick, along with my fellow teammates, Charlie Fennell, Nick Hughes, and James Buckham. Now, what an absolute outstanding lineup of 4 Charbray Bulls we have the opportunity to judge here today. I'm very thankful as a team to Beef Australia, the Charbray Society for sponsoring this event, Nutrient Ag Solutions, and all the breeders and handlers of these cattle. When we're judging stud bulls, we're looking for 3 major factors. Firstly, we're looking for a bull with structural soundness. Secondly, reproductive soundness. And thirdly, weight and growth for age. Using this criteria, we place the following bulls in the order of 1, 3, 2, 4. Up on top here today, bull number 1. We believe this bull was the standout of the class as he had the greatest structural soundness. He tracked out freely, showed all the correct angles in all 4s. He was a very reproductively sound bull, those 2 large even testicles, that tidy sheath. He was the youngest bull in the class, just 16 months of age, so we believe he had the greatest growth for age. But it was the overall EMA and data set that this bull carried, and just that overall structural soundness that's put him in first place above our second place getter, bull number 3. Now this bull, very long bull, we feel like he wasn't as structurally sound as the bull up in top. We feel like he kind of slightly tracked short, but he's very reproductively sound, that tidy sheath, 2 large even testicles. However, it was the overall volume and muscling characteristics that will pass off onto his offspring in the future that's put him up into second place above our third place bull number 2. Another reproductively sound bull. He was structurally sound. We just thought he lacked the overall volume and length of body that the 2 bulls had above him here today, but it was just the overall softness of skin and that structural soundness that's put him up into third above our 4th place getter, bull number 4. We believe he was probably the second longest bull in the class here today, but just lacked that overall depth of body compared to the 3 bulls above him. Very structurally sound bull, but just didn't carry the balance here today. But overall today, as a team, bull number 1 up on top, as he had the greatest growth for age in the class, while also carrying that reproductive and structural soundness. We'd like to say a big thank you to the overjudge, Shari Gooding. Thank you.
Well done, Ben, and the rest of the Scots PGC number 1 team. Very good. So that'll bring to the microphone Nudgee College number 1, who will be then followed by Callan District State School. And we have Michael Byrne speaking for the Nudgee College number 1 team.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Before I place my order of these fine liner heifers, I'd like to thank the overjudge, the Beef Australia, and all sponsors and anyone else who made this day possible. The order my team have put these heifers in today was was 3124. The reason I put number 3 in first place today was because it tracked around the arena really nicely, really structurally sound, nice wide set of shoulders, good sheath underneath, really nice. Second place today was number 1. It was really tough to decide for second place and third place today between 2 and 1. Number 1 just got on that edge above because it tracked just a little bit better than number 2 around the arena. Nice, clean and tidy all around, really structurally sound. And third place today was number 2. The reason for this was because I think it was really nice muscle development all around, nice tidy underneath. The one thing that let it down between 2 and 1 today was because it just didn't track as well around the arena as number 1 for me, and that's a big one that me and my team look for in bulls. Fourth place today is number 4. The reason this one was in fourth place today was just because it didn't have all the characteristics. It had good characteristics, but not as developed as the ones in front of it today, and that's just what the decision my team came with. Thank you.
Thanks, Michael, and the rest of the Nudgee College number 1 team. Callan District State School coming to the microphone now, and we will have Taryn Wells speaking.
Before I start judging these bulls here today, I would like to... Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Before I start judging these bulls here today, I would like to thank Beef Australia, the Charbray Society for providing this opportunity for us, the exhibitors and the owners of these cattle, and also my fellow competitors. And last but not least, I would like to thank the overjudge for providing this opportunity for us. Now, the order I have placed these bulls in is 3, 1, 2, 4. Now, the reason I have placed bull number 3 up here in first is he's masculine. He carries it out through his whole body. He has those even testicles, that tidy underline, and he brings it all to the table. When he walked in the ring, I knew that he was my bull. He got it all. I would love to have him as my breeder in my herd. Now, the bull I placed up in second is bull number 2. This bull has it all too. He has that masculinity. He's a little bit littler than the bull I placed up in first, but he's just a beautiful bull. I would also want to have him as my breeder, but for me, he just lacked a little bit through his overall coverage and picture. But taking nothing away from this bull, he is still one beautiful bull. Now, the bull I've placed up in third is bull number 1. Now, the reason I placed bull number 1 in this spot is he's masculine. He just lacks to me. He's just not my overall bull. I like him. He just is not everything for me. I just want him to have a bit more through that body, and he needs more preparation, I reckon, through time. But this bull would carry out to be a nicer bull. The bull I placed in fourth is bull number 4. This bull, he walked in the ring, and I just didn't quite agree with his shape. I didn't agree with how he tracked. I didn't agree with how his overall look. He's still a nice bull. He's still masculine. He just doesn't carry it out through his whole body, and he's just got those uneven testicles and just hasn't got that overall bully look. But taking nothing away from any of these bulls, I would still like them to have them all as my breeder. Thank you for listening.
Thanks, Taryn, and the rest of the Callan District State School. Well done. So we have now Calrossi Anglican School, team number 2. Sorry I didn't give you much warning there, but it's like a very capable team of girls, and we will have Amelia speaking on behalf of them.
Thank you.
That'll be followed by the Nudgy number 2 team.
You're right. Good afternoon, everyone. Before I begin, I would like to thank the 2024 Beef Committee, all the exhibitors and paraders, and my fellow competitors, because without you, this day wouldn't be possible. My name's Amelia Miller, and I'll be representing the Carrossie number 2 team. Today, we put this lineup of bulls in the order of 3, 1, 2, 4. We put bull number 3 in first because to us, he was just the most complete bull in the class. He had the muscle expression we were chasing in a sire and had a very masculine head. He's reproductively sound, tracks around the ring well, and is just really what we're looking for in a sire today. It's probably that overall completeness that got him over the bull in second. Bull number 1 is still an amazing bull. If you look at him, you can really admire the length about him. He's also very reproductively set up. The one thing I'd probably fix on this bull, I'd make his head a little bit more masculine, but still he's a very good bull. The reason that he was put over bull number 2 today was his overall length. Bull number 2, he's more of a compact bull. He's a very well set up bull. He probably just doesn't have the finish and the length of the bull above him. While he's still very nice and even in the testicles, he tracks well and has got very good leg setup. It's probably that overall testicle setup that got him over the bull in 4th today. Bull number 4, he's a very growthy bull. He's got a lot of length about him and tracks very well. He's nicely set up in the legs and the feet, but it's just he doesn't have the finish of the bulls above him. Thank you.
Thank you, Amelia. And the rest of the Carrossie team, that brings to the microphone the Nudgy College number 2 team. And that will be followed then by the last team to speak will be Bundaberg Christian College number 1 team. So be ready. And we have Will taking up the microphone for Nudgy College number 2.
Before I start my judging in this fine line of bulls, I'd like to thank the overjudge, anyone that made this day possible, my fellow contestants, and the Beef Australia. The order of these bulls I put in 3, 2, 1, 4. Firstly, 3. When I saw this bull walking around the ring, I thought, wow, look at the size of it. It's absolutely huge. I loved all the way through it, its build, its structure. Other positives include its sheath and its testicular development. In second, I put bull number 2. This bull, though it wasn't as big as number 3, it still had the same still had the same size and structural positivity as the first one. As well, it also had a clean sheath. In third, I put bull number 1. Though this bull is slightly smaller than the first, it still makes up for it in the way it walked around the ring. I really think it was a positive and attractive bull. In fourth, I put number 4. I believe this bull, as well as the others, was nice, structurally sound. It just didn't have the same amount of positive characteristics as the others. Thank you.
Thanks, Will, and the rest of your team, the Nudgy College number 2 team. So rounding up now, we have the Bundaberg Christian College number 1 team. Who we got speaking? Grace. Okay, speaking for Bundaberg Christian College number 1 will be Grace Hughes.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen and fellow competitors. I'd just like to say a quick thank you to our presenters and our handlers today for giving us this amazing opportunity, and to our overjudge for critiquing us and keeping us in line this afternoon. My order today, as I placed these Boss Indicus bulls, was 3, 2, 1, 4. As a team, we struggled to divide bulls number 3 and 2. However, the bull in first place, he just had that length and reliability about him. We knew that we could rely on his structure and his capacity. He was going to be able to walk around that paddock, find those cows, get himself to feed and water, and he was also the heaviest bull in this class and I believe the second youngest. So that weight for age really just punched him into first place today. Bull number 2 in second place, a little bit of a shorter bull today, but we really loved his large capacity and his easy doing and his early maturing abilities. I loved his head, his beautiful soft skin and his soft ears. He was just that little bit shorter, which just put him in second place today. In third, I had bull number 1. Very long bull, the lengthiest bull of this class. Beautiful and soft, very nice shoulder set. I just thought that his nose and his head was just a little bit long, not quite that masculine look that we were going for. I'd like to see a little bit more hooding over his eyes and a little bit more angle through his hocks. That was all I had to say about this bull today. However, still a very nice bull. I loved his spring of rib and his capacity. Fourth place today, I had bull number 4. For his age, he's a very late maturing bull. I think he could have just had that little bit more strength in the spine. He rolled off the rump, had that little bit of shorter hip to pin, which wouldn't be ideal for breeding the heifers that we're after in the stud industry. He had beautiful heavy bone though, and I loved his head, still masculine and broad between the eyes. Thank you very much.
Thank you and well done to Grace and the rest of the Bundaberg Christian College number 1 team. Big thanks to our handlers out there. I don't think we'll go anywhere yet. Leaders, handlers, we will have a judge come and put you in the way she sent him, I think, and give you a few comments. We might...
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for staying with us and with all the students. I know this has been a bit of a process, getting about 200 students through. It's great, as I said before, to see so many participating schools, and quite a few of them have come from quite a distance. It's a fantastic event that Beef Australia puts on to give these students the opportunity to showcase what their schools do and also what they do as individuals, stepping up and having a go. Thanks to the Charbray Society for sponsoring this event. It is an amazing event and it's one of my passions, is working with the children and our future generations. I love getting out in the ring, judge stud cattle at the last beef, and we'll be announcing again later in the week. But working with the students is always something that I really, really am passionate about. So, down to it. The bull that I've placed, I'll get you guys to move them around into position. I'm sorry you guys didn't get to do that, but it also actually adds to the challenge because 1 or 2 teams did get lost on their positioning and by not being able to place them in order, but we will do it to put you all out of your misery so you know what where they've come. So my placing for today is 3, 1, 2, 4. So this is a fairly standout line of Charbray bulls. We've got amazing bone in all 4 of these animals. We've got the capacity that we're chasing in our stock that's going to carry on through. Obviously we're breeding bulls here today and that's what we're seeing in the show ring, but the purpose of these animals is to go out and produce carcass animals that are going to fit any market. And I believe the Charbray is a breed that absolutely manages to do this every step of the way. When you're looking in the commercial sector, they're often topping the sales, and it's because of bulls like these that are going out into the herds and getting the jobs done. And if you're looking for consistency, I mean, these are from different studs, and it just goes to show what the breed is doing. And I commend the handlers for toughing it out and waiting out here, so thank you very much for that. The bull that I've put into first place, I just believe he's the most complete package of these. There's not too much in the age of these guys. They're 16 months to sort of 18 months. The weight does vary a little bit. This guy's one of the heaviest in the class. For me, that's not necessarily the biggest factor that I'll put up. He does scan really well as well. We have got the little bull that's in third place. He's actually a little bit better covered, got a little bit more of that fat coverage that we're chasing, and a little bit more than the bull that I've put into first, and is a very tight little package. But this guy, I just believe, has got the depth and the capacity. And yes, he might be a little bit behind in that fat cover, but he's got a beautiful testicular placement. He tracks reasonably well. He does short step a little bit around the ring, and that's just down to that confirmation over that rump. A little bit different sort of style of bull, but he's got the length and he's got that depth, and we know that he's going to go out, get the job done, and he's going to produce those carcasses. He's pretty tidy underneath, and that's something that I really take into consideration, and it's part of the reason that the bulls that are in third and fourth are where they are. It's something that's crucial. We know what a lot of us have had experience with, prolapse prepuces, and we've got to be conscious of that. We want longevity, some longevity in our bulls, and to make sure that if we're spending reasonable money on them, that they are going to get calves on the ground. And as a veterinarian, it's something that I see very, very regularly. So I will be quite picky about tracking around, bulls breaking down, the structure of those legs and the limbs, and keeping them mobile and out there, and obviously also reproduction, because if we don't have that reproductive soundness, then the whole point is mute. The bull that I've placed in second, he's a much bigger frame sort of bull. He's got tremendous length. He doesn't quite have that sire appeal of the guy above. And again, when you're going out producing bulls, does it really matter what the head looks like? Sometimes, yes. But more for me, it's about the capacity of this bull, and that's what's put him into second. I wasn't super keen necessarily on how he was tracking around the ring. It's part of the reason he is where he is in the placings of these bulls. And also just that testicular sort of structure, a little bit softer type testicles, and just from pure experience as a vet, that's one thing that I'm pretty picky about. He's a real carcass animal, this bull. He's going to produce bullocks every step of the way for you. The bull that's placed in third, I actually really liked this little bull when I first came out into the ring. He's really, really tidy, complete little guy. He's got the fat coverage. He's going to be a bull that you're going to use on heifers. He's going to throw the nice, tidy little animals. He's got beautiful laid-in shoulders. That muscle pattern is absolutely gorgeous. It's what you'd be chasing on any animal. The only thing really with him was just pure weight for age, sitting him in amongst these other bulls, and also just that sheath has let him down a little bit here today. The bull that I placed into fourth place, this guy's going to be a big boy. He's obviously a little bit underdone here today compared to the three above him. He's got amazing bone, this bull, and hence why he weighs like he does, even though he probably hasn't had the preparation of the bulls above him. And the only other thing with him is just that little bit of width and spring across the ribs. We're chasing that eye muscle and the muscling and the capacity, and that's what's going to get us those carcass animals, and just that thickness through the rump and down the back of the twist, and again, sheath. But these bulls are an absolute credit to their owners, and thank you so much for parading them out here, being so patient. You've done an amazing job, and you are now free. Thank you, students. We'll do a little bit of adding up, and we'll come back to you with the results shortly.
Thanks, Cherie. Really appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's why the Charbray Society loves being involved with this. We can talk. We all love every opportunity we can get to talk about our cattle, and especially when we line a breeder up like Cherie from Marligu Charbrays to come out, and certainly a well-credentialed judge in any arena around the countryside, and to have her come out. But we just love talking about the cattle, and love to get the opportunity out here. But while we're adding that up, we just want to know if there's an Alistair Murray, Alistair George Murray to be exact. I've got your licence here in front of me. It'd come out of your wallet or your phone or something that's been handed in over here at the tent. So if you're hanging around here, you might need this if you're going clubbing tonight or something like that. I'm not too sure, but students will have some placings coming up here very soon. But Alistair Murray, if you want your phone and wallet back, it's here.
We've got the placings. How do you want to do it? First. So Matt's going to announce it? Yeah. I can give you the
Give that back to him. I'm not going to need that.
Okay. Third.
No.
Just for some.
Okay, we have some placings here, ladies and gentlemen. I know you're waiting for it. And I probably should... we only did hear from 11 of the teams, and Sri will announce more on that, but there's certainly been a big effort right across the board. But coming out in third place, we have the Nudgee College number 1 team. So if they can all come out, then we have in second place, we have the Scots PGC number 1 team.
We've got to present.
Oh, hold on there a second. There's no dispute you're going to win it, but we don't want to rush the judge here. Nudgee one. So it's that. Yeah, we need a photo.
Can't you just get a photo of all the groups at the end?
No, we'll keep them out here. Okay, while we're on a roll, we want our president out there. He's getting some prizes. We in second place, Scots PGC number 1 team. Okay. You ready to go with that one? They got me a little bit gun shy here, getting told what to do at the back, but they've got them out in the middle. We can announce our winning team, and the winning team for in the school teams judging for Beef 24 is Downlands College number 2. Great effort from all teams.